we're taking the derivative of y equals cosine squared of 1 minus 2x plus x squared. So we actually have a double chain rule here, which becomes a little more obvious, I think, when we take that square and we write it the way the cosine is actually squared, which is cosine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared, that whole quantity squared. So now that cosine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared is inside of this power function. It becomes a little more obvious. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to pull that power out front, like our power rule says, and decrease that exponent by 1. So as we go to calculate our derivative, we have 2 times cosine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared. Now to the first. And now we got to do the derivative of the inside, which is this function. And as you get better at derivatives, you can do these all at once. I'll break it down into steps. I need to take the derivative of the inside, which is cosine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared. So this part is going to be in our derivative 2, and we don't need those brackets because that 1 we don't need to write. 1 minus 2x plus x squared. Now we're doing the derivative of cosine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared. So now cosine is the outside function and the polynomial is the inside function. So the derivative of cosine is negative sine. Once again, we leave the inside alone, 1 minus 2x plus x squared, and then times the derivative of the inside, which is this 1 minus 2x plus x squared. And that one is not so bad. We can just do it piece by piece. Maybe worth our time to go ahead and pull this negative out front. So right now we've got a negative 2 cosine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared, sine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared. And now we're going to do the derivative of this polynomial piece by piece. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of negative 2x is minus 2. And the derivative of x squared is plus 2x. So we might take this and multiply it by negative 2, which means we would have to distribute the negative 2 onto both of these. So negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. Negative 2 times plus 2x is minus 4x. That way we don't have to worry about that negative hanging out front, and we combine the 2 with these other with this other piece. Not necessary. The derivative was still correct, but might be a little bit more simplified way of looking at it, especially if we need to take any other derivatives or solve for any zeros. And sine of 1 minus 2x plus x squared, and there is our derivative.